Hey, what's going on, people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video I'm going to be covering the best legendary farms in the bloody harvest. These farms are what you should be looking for if you're after some new legendaries or some old ones with Terra anointment. So overall there are 3 farms in the heck hole, all with varying degrees of difficulty and time to complete. We have the 2 chests in the cathedral that are unlocked after completing the pumpkin puzzle, the chest right at the end before travelling to Sanctuary, and Captain Haunt himself. So which is the best, and which one should you spend your time farming? Starting with the pumpkin puzzle, and we'll begin with a quick interlude of how to solve it. Basically you have these 4 coloured skulls on this wall, which each have chains attached to them. These colours correspond with the jack-o'-lanterns on top of the staircases in this room. Each jack-o'-lantern is coloured, and you must use the skulls in order of their colours, from right to left as you look at it from the skull room. Also be careful when you're fighting enemies near the jack-o'-lanterns, as they can break, and the puzzle will be harder to solve. However, you can still solve it by using the symbols on the skull's eyes and match them to the ones in the main room. You only have one shot at getting the puzzle right, so make sure of it, as you'll need to restart if you want to do it again. Once you've completed it correctly, the wall behind you will break, and you'll be able to head through into this room, where a couple of Iridian chests are waiting. There's a red one and a white one, and because you'll be opening them in the heck hole, if the items you get are anointed, they'll be anointed with the new Terra effect. This farm may seem lucrative considering there are 2 decent chests with good legendary drop rates, but it takes a long time to get there, and you have to solve the puzzle each time too. The closest spawn is all the way back at the start, meaning you have to run through all the enemies again, but fortunately the gates remain open. For me, the worst part of this farm is the rats that spawn near the jack-o'-lanterns, which can be a pain when you're trying to solve the puzzle. And when you're killing them, you have to be careful not to smash the pumpkins. Overall, you may as well do this each time you run through the area, but it's not the best, and your time can be served better elsewhere. Moving on now to the red Iridian chest at the end of the heck hole, and if anything, this is the chest you should farm. It unlocks after you kill Captain Haunt and is quick to get to. All you have to do is drop down the hole, head down the stairs, and it'll be at the bottom behind the fountain. The spawn point is close, and each farm should take you around 30 seconds to complete, maybe a little longer. I farmed this chest maybe 30 times, and I managed to get a couple of legendaries out of it, and that was on Mayhem 3. It's not the greatest, but it's okay, and if you're after Terra anointed legendaries, it can be a good bet. The important thing to note is that when you leave, you can no longer farm the chest, so keep that in mind if you're wanting to farm it. If you want to farm a chest here, this is the one, but it's not something you should aim for if you're after some new Bloody Harvest legendary gear. And that brings us to Captain Haunt. Captain Haunt is who you should target if you want these legendaries, and is the best place to get them other than loot ghosts. His legendary drop rate was recently increased as well, which makes him an even better farm target than he was before. I managed to get a couple of legendaries on my first attempt on Mayhem 3 before the patch, which is a good sign for the drop rates after. With the increased rate, you should get at least 1 legendary every time, especially on Mayhem 3, where you can get 2 or more. However, he is a hard farm, as you have to complete the whole mission again before you can fight him, and that includes collecting 25 hectoplasm. It's hard to put a time on how long each farm takes, other than it's a long time. You can't simply quit and reload. Fortunately, he's easy to kill on normal mode, and pretty straightforward on Mayhem 3 as well. Plus the new legendaries are good too, which is a bonus in itself. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, consider dropping a like or subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.